Hello, my old school soul food family. Chef Jeffrey back with another video. All right, y'all, it's canning season. It's getting into the summertime, y'all. I know it's spring, but it's late spring. It's almost May, y'all. Might be May when y'all get this video, but it's canning season. Y'all know I love the can. What my mama used to say, put up stuff. I'm gonna put up some jelly. I'm gonna put up some preserve. I'm gonna put up some chow chow. Well, today, y'all, I'm gonna put up something I haven't did in about 3 years, and it hit me a couple of days ago because I went in HEB to get me. I make spaghetti about 3 times a month, y'all. I love spaghetti, but I done got lazy where I go buy my sauce. So this HEB sauce here costs about $5 at the most. Sometimes you get on sale, $3 or something. If you get like Rails or something like that, it can cost you up to $7 for a quart. For 1 quart jar, y'all. Quart and a half, actually. Jar. And I say, I can make myself 10, 12, 15 jars of sauce for way less than that. And I'm going to tell you exactly how much it costs in just a second. So I say, I need to just put me some up. I used to have it all the time. And this is the recipe I'm using is the same recipe that the job I retired from. This is the recipe we use for the last, 30 years. And it's the best marinara. You can use it on, of course, pasta. You can puree it a little bit more, which I'm going to show y'all later. You can use it for pizza sauce. You can use it for puree it up and use it for dip for your cheese sticks. It goes anytime, anywhere. You put a little meat in it and make your perfect meat sauce. It's absolutely amazing. And that's what I'm going to use. Very simple ingredients, y'all. Now, when it got the number 10 can, I get this at a wholesale store, Restaurant Depot. Restaurant Depot. People going to say, where you get them big potatoes? I'm going to say, big tomatoes. I'm going to tell you again, Restaurant Depot. You got to have a membership. You got to have a restaurant membership or a business license, something to be a member. And I assume you can get it at Sam's or Costco as well. But I got diced tomatoes here. I got some whole tomatoes left over from another sauce I made. But I got 3 cans of dice and a can of whole. I might not use the whole, depending on how many. I got my 2 big pots over here that I make my sauces in. So we're going to see how it fits. Try to pack it all in there. I got some beautiful fresh basil. I got this from Restaurant Depot because the grocery store just don't have it. It's got to be beautiful. See how beautiful that basil is? Beautiful and fresh basil. That's the key to my marinara sauce, the basil. I don't put thyme or oregano. You can if you want to, but all I put is basil and some fresh Italian parsley. See the Italian parsley? Beautiful Italian parsley? That's all I add. I'm going to add that right at the end. We're going to puree it up just a little. I got some white onions or yellow onions, however you're going to play, and some garlic. And I'm going to put salt and pepper and a little sugar to balance off the acidity of the tomato. That's it. And I got my jars here all sterilized up. I did that this morning to get that out of the way. So anyway, I'm going to step off here, y'all, do a little prep in here. I'm going to get my onions diced up and get that going. And as my tomatoes and stuff is cooking, I can always chop up my basil and parsley because I'm going to add this right near the end, halfway through the process. I add that up. We're going to puree it up with my stick blender a little, put it in my jar, do the heat, boil it in the water in the jar for about 30, 40 minutes is how I do it. And I got marinara sauce for the rest of the year, all throughout the summer. Anytime I need spaghetti, well, like I say, 2 or 3 times a month, I love spaghetti meatballs, spaghetti meat sauce. I don't have to go to the store and buy it. Like I say, hey, I love HEB sauce, I love Rails, but I need to quit being lazy. I hear my mama talking to me in my spirit. Quit being lazy, boy, and you know how to can that stuff up. Like I said, I don't go to the store for a lot of things. And yeah, this is one of them. So anyway, y'all, let me step off, get prepped up, and we'll be back and show you how easy it is to put together. It's a very easy, simple recipe. So we'll be right back. Oh, y'all, before I go and get prepped up here, let me tell you, I'll tell you going to turn the cost. These tomatoes, 1 can cost me $4.50 at Restaurant Depot. One big number, we call them number 10 cans. That's what we call them in the restaurant business. It's 6.6 ounces of tomatoes in here. So if I'm going to use 4, that's 24, almost 26 pounds of tomatoes, diced tomato. So that's what? 5, 10, 4. What is 4 times 4? We'll say $5. That's $20 worth of tomatoes. Onions, what? $1. This basil cost me $3, and I got a whole bag. This whole bag of basil, $3 at Restaurant Depot. That's a lot of basil. I don't know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna probably make a pesto. I'm gonna make a pesto with this. I'm gonna do a video with that too. I'm gonna go get me some pine nuts, some more parsley, and we're gonna make some pesto with that and put it in the refrigerator. So if I don't want marinara sauce, I can make a pesto sauce. Okay, and this garlic here, $3. So what is it? 20, 1, 2, 5. What is this here? $30. We'll take $35 to make all this sauce, and this costs $5. Yeah. So we'll see how many jars. That means I gotta at least get this. All these products cost $35, so I gotta at least get 7 jars, right? To make my money, make my time and effort worth it. I gotta at least get 7 jars, right? So we'll see. We'll see what I get out of here. And these jars are definitely bigger. These jars are definitely bigger than these jars. Look at that. Bigger. So anyway, just want to kind of show y'all it's always cheaper when you make your own stuff. So anyway, y'all, we'll be back. Let me get prepped up. We'll be right back. All right, y'all, we are back here. Let me get my can opener here. All right, y'all, put my olive oil in the back. Okay, I got my onions diced up. Garlic, of course, I hate dicing garlic, y'all. That's one thing I hate, dicing garlic. Ever since I was in the kitchen, because you can never get that garlic. I don't care what different tips. Oh, wash your hand and lemon. Nah, I don't like it. And I always buy my garlic chopped up. I don't want to be chopping no garlic. I just don't. That's something I never, since day one of cooking, it's just so time consuming and it just makes your hands all, no. So anyway, I buy my garlic. So I got my parsley chopped up, basil chopped up. Let me open my cans here. And I'm gonna start with 3, y'all, and see. I don't want to get my pots too full. I want to give me room to kind of stir around. Make sure you wash your tops of your cans, y'all, whenever you do that, because you don't know what's been on them, what kind of animal or creature been crawling on the lids, and you don't want them to go down in your can. So I got my pots over here heating up because I want to be really, really hot when I want to add olive oil to it. And we're going to sweat our onions down, right? When we sweat our onions down, we're going to add our garlic. And then after garlic kind of get a little cooked down, then we're going to add our tomatoes. Then we're going to cook our tomatoes for about 20 minutes. Then halfway through the process, we're going to add our parsley and our basil. Let it cook a little. We're going to season it with salt and pepper. So a little sugar we need it. And I'm going to hit it with the little, we call it a little chef mixer. And puree it just a little. I don't want it too chunky, but I don't want it too thin either. I'm not making pizza sauce. You know, pizza sauce is very thin. I want it to be chunky, like marinara. So anyway, let's move over here to my pots. Pots right there. Let me put some olive oil. I like to put a lot of olive oil in here, y'all. That's another key to see how that olive oil don't have a hot burn content. All right, see how it's smoking like that? We're gonna add our onions to this. Add onions to that one. Get that big hot smoke content to it. That's the key. See onions over there, y'all. Put too much, trying to even them out as much as possible. We're gonna add a little bit more olive oil to this. Now, olive oil, like I said, is the key. Another key, and I use extra virgin olive oil, like the Italians do. I use a lot of olive oil. Move that around in there. We're gonna kind of cook this till it gets translucent. Look at that, y'all. Ooh, it smells amazing. Nothing like olive oil and onions cooking, y'all. Nothing like olive oil and onions cooking, right? Oh my goodness. Alright, now y'all, we're gonna add our garlic to this. A lot of garlic in there, y'all. A lot of garlic. That's marinara, right? That's our garlic. That's the key. That garlic mixed up in there. Wish we had smell-o-vision right now, y'all. Wish we had some smell-o-vision. See how that's moved together, onions and garlic, olive oil. That's your base for your marinara right here. Just like I've been doing it for years, for the past 30 years, y'all. All right, now. All right, y'all. We're going in with the tomatoes. I'm trying to make too big of a splash here. Trying to make too big of a splash. Get my lid here, Jeffrey. There we go. Put your lid on there. I got one more. Let me move this around. We're gonna put split the other can in half in here. Move that around. Just move this around. And we're gonna split the other can between these two. That'll be enough. Okay. Here. Put the other one over here. All right, there we go. As we go, y'all. Now I want to let this cook, let this simmer about 30 minutes. I'm going to let all them flavors marry together. All right, in 20 minutes into the process, we're going to come back and we're going to add our parsley and basil to this. We're going to season with salt and pepper. And let it simmer about 10 more minutes. So anyway, we're going to put our lid on here, y'all. Wash the other lid off that I use for a shield. Put that on there. All right, y'all. Going to let that simmer about 30 minutes, 20 minutes. We'll come back in the process. Add our basil and tomatoes, basil and parsley. Come on, Chef Jeffrey. Season it. And we'll be almost through the process. It don't take long. We'll be right back. All right, y'all. It's actually been 30 minutes, y'all, into the process here cooking. This is boiling. Let me turn the top off here. Let me show y'all what I'm about to do here. We're gonna add our parsley and basil. But what I like to do now, I love olive oil in this. Which when you really want it, you got the good olive oil, put some more in there, y'all. Just gonna do nothing but help it. Put you some olive oil in there. And make sure it's a good olive oil. Not that, like this bottle here cost me 40 bucks. Yeah. I want the good stuff when I'm making marinara. Okay, gonna stir that up in there. Gonna give it that shine and it's gonna give it flavor, y'all. Look at that. Look at that, y'all. Okay, now, we're gonna add our parsley to these. And we're going to add our basil. Basil, however they say it in Italy. Basil. I'm going to stir that around in there, y'all. I'm going to let this cook about 15 more minutes. And then we're going to season it up. Looks like I can do that right now. Get down in there. Don't worry, y'all. We got our little mini shaft mixer or stick blender, however you want to call it, in there. Oh my goodness, y'all. And I really, y'all already know me. If you got fresh herbs, y'all use it. Don't use dry herbs when you're making this. If you're going to put oregano in there, go find you some fresh oregano. You'll thank me later. If you're going to take time and make something from scratch, use the fresh ingredients. You know, as a chef in many, many years, that's all we use in the kitchen. We use very seldom dry herbs. It's just like night and day fresh herbs, y'all. It's not even close to the flavor. All right, y'all, let me get my seasoning on here. I think we're going to season that right after we do the stick blender. We're going to let this simmer about 15 more minutes. So that basil and that parsley get good and cooked in there. And then we'll come back, put the stick blender with it, and then we'll season it up. Season it up, and then it's time for them to go in the jars. Old school marinara. We'll be right back. All right, y'all, we are back. All right, y'all. Now, we're going to blend this down just a little with my stick blender. I don't want to puree it too much. I still want to have some substance to it. Okay, let's take a look at it, y'all. Be careful when you doing this with your stick blender. You'll have it all over your kitchen. I'm gonna turn this off, actually. That's what I want right there, y'all. Oh yeah, that's all I want right there. That's what I want. Now we're gonna turn the one in the back off. We're gonna do it the same way. Stir this up a little. Make sure you get the ones on the top down there in the bottom. That's as much as I want here. Let's check out the consistency here, y'all. Oh yeah, that's what I want. Now, y'all, okay, I got some few chunks in there. Hold on. I'm gonna get them chunks out of there. I want it smoother like this. You're gonna have a few chunks in there. Let me hit it one more time. Okay, let's check it out here. Oh yeah, that's what I want. You're gonna have a few chunks of, let me hit this one more time too. That's it. Stir it around here. Okay, got them both turned off now. We're gonna season them now with our salt and pepper. And we might need to add a little sugar to it. Let me get my salt and pepper here. About 3 teaspoons each for the start. And then we're gonna add our sugar. I know it's gonna need a little sugar to it. I don't know how much to kind of balance off that acidity. I don't like my marinara to have a lot of acid in it. Okay, let's get my tasting spoon here. Still need more. Oh yeah, still need more salt and pepper, y'all. It's a lot of marinara. Okay, let's check it out here again here. check this out. And yep, it need more. Now, definitely need some sugar in here to balance out the acidity. People calling already. I can smell the marinara down the street. Neighbors already calling, y'all. All right, we're gonna give it a taste here. Give it a taste here. Okay, try it on this one. That's it, y'all. That's it. Wow. Now, I'm gonna step off here. I got my jars already sanitized up. And we're gonna start filling the jars. I'll show y'all one here. And then I'll step off and get them all filled up. And then we'll go from there. We'll be right back. All right, y'all. Hold on, y'all. Let me get my can and stuff here. All right, now, time to fill these bad boys up. Y'all, I'm gonna show y'all one or two, and then I'm gonna step off here and get them done. We're gonna see how many big jars we get and how many little jars I'm gonna need, and go from there, y'all. See that? One over here. Another one here. We're gonna just step off. We're gonna get them all filled up, and then we're gonna get the water, canning water heating up, and then will be time to get it processed in the water. So y'all see that? So anyway, y'all, we'll be right back. All right, y'all, I got them all in the jars here. And actually, y'all haven't even counted how many I got yet. We'll do the counting at the end. But I got enough. You know I'm gonna give half of this away. Y'all already know that. Half of this I give to my neighbors and co-workers, former co-workers, friends, or whatever. So we're gonna put the I'm gonna put the lids on here. I got my water bath heating up over there. And then when we come back, I'm gonna show y'all how I put in the water bath. And then when we come back, we'll be finished. So anyway, we'll be right back, y'all. All right, y'all, I got all the lids on there. Now, all we're gonna do, y'all, we're gonna move over here. Same pot I cooked them in. These are my pots that I do my canning. I'm gonna set them in this water bath for 30 minutes. 30 minutes. I'm gonna have to fill this one up a little bit more, probably. We'll see here. Usually it goes up. There we go. There we go. And put the little ones right here. Oh yeah, I didn't put the big ones on. Don't knock these big ones out. And then we'll do the little ones. Let me take a little bit of this water out of here, y'all. Hold on. Get this water out of here. Hold up. Ooh, that's hot. That's hot, y'all. There we go. Hold on, y'all. This water out of here. A bit more of this water out of here, y'all. There we go. There we go. Go ahead and knock the big ones out first, and then we'll do the small ones. The small ones gonna take less water. So anyway, 30 minutes, y'all. It's gonna take a while to get all this done. It's gonna take a couple hours. I gotta do them 4 times. I think I got about 4 batches here to do. So anyway, y'all, we'll be back when we got them all finished. We'll be right back. All right, y'all, we are back. All right, y'all, we are finished. I love canning, y'all. If y'all know already, I absolutely love it. It's just therapy for me, y'all. It's so relaxing and therapy because I take my time. I don't rush. And this is something I definitely need to get over with before I can some more items this summer. And it's not hot in the kitchen. I used to watch my mom. She seemed like she did her canning on Saturdays. I don't know why. I remember Saturdays was the day she did a lot of her canning. And I just saw how relaxed she was. She absolutely loved it. She canned everything. What do we call put up? Yeah, so I got enough here to last me the rest of the year. And these little small jars, if I don't want to, it's amazing. If I don't want a big old jar like this, I don't have to open a big jar like that. I have the little bitty options right there. And also, y'all, I did the math on here. Y'all know it cost me $30 for the product to make this. And y'all know in the store, marinara costs you about $5. If you get the Rayo's, it costs $6, $7 for one jar of Rayo's marinara. So I figure in the store, they're a little bit smaller than this. I kind of did I got 21 jars here, but all of them ain't the same height. So I'm figuring I got about 15 jars here. And it cost me about $1.76, maybe a little bit less than that, $1.50 for a jar of marinara that's gonna last me the rest of the year. Of course, I'm gonna give half this away. And like I said, I eat spaghetti about twice a month, sometimes 3 times a month. And actually, look at this, y'all. Did I show y'all this earlier? Got my old pot here. I've got me some meatballs in there with that marinara. And I'm gonna make me some spaghetti here for dinner tonight. So I saved some back. I didn't put it all in the canning. And I got some meatballs. Y'all know I love my Trader Joe's meatballs. I just threw them in there just like that. And I ain't even turned this on, y'all, because the marinara was already hot. And the meatballs were thawed already. I just threw the meatballs right there and there. I said, I'll warm it up later. Well, get my spaghetti. But anyway, y'all, I got in the video, I'm going to put I got a playlist with all the things I can. The jelly, chow, everything that I've ever canned, I got in a playlist. And I'm going to put it at the end of this video so y'all can go back and look. Because like I say, y'all look at my table when I do my little talks or whatever. I got so much canned and stuff. And I gave so much away the last couple of months to my auntie. And I was going to do something with her. Matter of fact, for my meeting week in October here in KATY, I'm definitely going to be giving away a lot of this stuff away. So anyway, now the recipe, I'm going to just put what I put in it, y'all. Because I did it in bulk. And I'm not going to break it down like in a recipe form. I'm just going to put what I put in it. And you can add any. You want to put bell peppers in your marinara, you can. Some people put carrots in it. Because at the end, you're going to kind of, like I say, put in the shaft mixer. But like I said, I just like that garlic. See that garlic you can see in there? You can see the fresh basil. It's hot, y'all. That's why I got a towel here. You see the fresh basil in there and that parsley. See the garlic? Y'all, this stuff is absolutely amazing. And like I said, the leftover basil, I'm going to do a pesto. And so look out for a pesto video coming up. Pesto, and I'm going to just put it in the freezer and freeze. Anytime I want a pesto cream sauce, I just pull it out. So I'll get rid of that beautiful fresh basil that I bought today. So anyway, y'all, let me close this video out. If you like this video, please share, please comment, please subscribe. Please follow my social media account, Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, Twitter, Twitch TV, Pinterest, TikTok, and oldschoolsoulfood.com. Remember the hashtag 2025. It's great to be alive. It's even better to be living old school soul food. Till next time, have a blessed old school soul food day. And I will definitely see y'all in the next video. Love y'all. Bye.